So society has always been obsessed with beauty and how people looked. But in recent years, since Facebook, Instagram, TikTok have come along, it has really exaggerated. So the social norms of beauty and self-worth have really gone down the toilet. And hence, now approaching 50 in big steps, I've ditched some social norms, and these are the ones I'm just not conforming to anymore. So one social norm I have ditched many, many years ago, but even more now that I'm nearly 50, is conform to social norms about makeup and dress code. I never liked makeup and I've never really worn a lot, but I used to wear a lot more than I do now these days. On the weekends, as you can see, I prefer to have nothing on because it just feels better without it. When I go to work, I put on some eyeliner and some mascara, but that's about it. My skin, as you can maybe see, is quite sensitive, and makeup really clogs it up and makes it worse. So I don't like it. And now that I'm nearly 50, I really don't care what people think. And I prefer to be comfortable over looking my best. I do appreciate that I do look a lot better sometimes with makeup on. And I love how some people really have the skills to look amazing with makeup on. For myself personally, it's a waste of time and I don't like the feeling. So let's ditch that one. And fashion-wise, well, I'm in a hoodie and in my hiking pants. Again, I like to be comfortable, and I do walk a lot. I move around. I go camping. I don't really go to many places where I need to be dressed up these days. In general, you'll find me in jeans and a top, a hoodie, a fleece jacket in winter, and sneakers, really, because getting older, my feet are dying most of the times. I have to be careful what I put on my feet, and it's really not worth it for the looks to be in pain all day long. So if I don't have to go to work, you'll find me in very casual clothing. And even at work, if I can get away with it, I'll be in better clothes and more dressed up clothes, but they're still comfortable and not anywhere near any high heels or complicated shirts that I need to iron for hours at a time.
So yeah, I worked out after teaching for a couple of years that I didn't really enjoy it, and even though I was quite good at it, I decided to take a step back from it and now have an assistant role where I still get to teach. I still get to do what I love, which is being with children and teaching them stuff and being a role model for them, but without all the responsibility and craziness of having to deal with parents, paperwork, government guidelines, etc. So if you're in a job that you like, but you don't quite like the position you're in or the responsibility structure, have a look around, and maybe rather than changing jobs completely, there might be something else you could do within your role that suits you better. I prioritize my mental health, and I like getting up in the morning, not having to stress about work, and I also like that I've got a lot of more free time and I can do the things I love, like going camping, going for walks, meeting friends, etc. So if you don't like what you're stuck in, try and see if there's a way out of it. And it might not be as complicated as changing career. It might be fine to just take a step back or a step sideways. By the way, if you like any of this content, press the like button just underneath. Thanks. So another point I really don't care much for anymore, keeping up appearances on social media. I still do have an Instagram account. I do have a Facebook account. I will post some pictures on Instagram and Facebook when I go traveling or when I do something exciting, but really more to keep my parents and good close friends in the loop. But I'm not too stressed about what other people do or worry about what I look like on those pictures. I just like to show them what I'm doing and that they can easily see what's going on in my life. But other than that, I don't really care who's eating what, who's been to the best restaurant, and what kind of fashion is in at the moment. I just do my own thing these days. So another point is consumerism, and this one I'm struggling with a little because we all have something that we really want. We all have a weakness of stuff that we like to buy. For some it might be shoes, for some it might be fashion. For me it's camping gear. I do love buying new camping gear and change my setup around, but it's just silly. And because of all the money I've spent on unnecessary items, really, I do not have enough in my bank accounts really right now. So this year I'm really making a point of only buying things that I need. And even then I try to get them secondhand. So I always had a car loan because I liked a new car, but the amount of money you spend on those loans and interest is just crazy. So I sold my car that was still under a loan and ended up buying a secondhand car that is much more practical for me because I can use it as a mini camper when I go camping. So it actually gets me to places that I love. So be careful what you spend your money on. Only spend it on things that bring you joy and that make your life better. and you'll see you actually don't need as much as you think you do. So that's me and my views at the moment. Let me know in the comments if there is any other norms that you don't adhere to anymore and you're just over and done with, and see you next time.